Good morning, everybody. It's Lisa Baker here at Serendipitous. Happy Friday, Friday the 13th. Everybody say whoop, whoop. So before you all comment and say, that is not a very pretty backdrop, I know, I get it. But I've had so many people tell me that they have tried to vote for us for the favorite local quilt shop. It was actually better off favorite local quilt shop contest through by Annie's. And so I promised I would jump on here and do a really quick video just to show you guys how to vote. And this continues on, I think, until the end of February. If you guys have family members, your cats, your dogs with an email, please get them to vote for us. I haven't looked at the leaderboard. I know yesterday Steve said we were number 3 on the leaderboard, but when I go over to show you guys how to vote, I am going to also show you how you can check the leaderboard for sure. So bear with me just a second while I screen share how to get over to that. Hold on one second. And here it comes. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this really well. So this is the byannies.com website. You can see that hopefully up at the top. Right on her home screen, once again, that's by Annie, BYANNIE.com. Right on her homepage, right here to the right side, I don't know if you can see my cursor moving over it or not, it says Local Quilt Shops Matter. Vote for your favorite in this year's contest. All you have to do, guys, is hit that blue button right there that says Vote Now. And I'm looking to see if my screen is going to change. And it didn't. Hold on one second. So this is what happens when you do things on the fly. Let me switch from just the screen to my entire computer. Hold on one second. Apologize for that, guys. But hey, that's what happens when you're live, right? Hopefully this is going to work. Aha, here we go. All right. Now let me get back to where I was. Okay, now I'm actually going to go back to her homepage just so you guys can see what I was saying. Please chime in and comment if you have questions as I am doing this, or if you have questions of other things on how to navigate through our website at serendipitous.com. While I'm on here, I would be more than happy to show you guys this. So we're back at the homepage of byannie.com. Right here over in the towards the right side, it says Local Quilt Shops Matter. Vote for your favorite in this year's contest. And there's the blue button I was referring to earlier. You just hit Vote Now, and it's going to bring you to this screen right here. And if you look along this navigation bar right here, where it's got LQS for Local Quilt Shop, there's a Vote Now, which is where we're at, but you can also go over to Leaderboard, which we will do in a few minutes, to show you who's leading what. So when you go down on this screen where it's the Vote Now screen, right here where it says Store Name, it says to find your store name, click the Add button below and type in your store name. So it says plus add record. Typically, I don't remember it saying that, but once I click on it, notice how this drop down box comes up. If I just put SEWE, Serendipitous is right there at the top, Serendipitous, Rock Hill, South Carolina. Once you have queued in, and I'm assuming that you're voting for us for favorite local quilt shop, but if you have another favorite local quilt shop, you can find them there. And as soon as you do that, you have plugged in your favorite local quilt shop name. Then there is just a couple of questions to answer, like what makes what makes your favorite quilt shop stand out? That is a mandatory question you have to answer. You can see it with the little red asterisk. And then there's an optional one here that says, can you tell us a story of a special moment you had at the shop? Now, this one here, guys, this is the special question. They will take everyone's story and they will award a new award they started last year called the Creative Hub Award. So we would love to win that. We did not win that last year, but and even if we don't win, we love hearing your special stories of your special moment here in the shop. Of course, it's going to ask for your first name, your last name, and your email address. And then she has the question, which you don't have to answer, but you can. Do you want to hear more about the sponsors? You can either click yes or leave them all blank if you choose to do so. And then the last one that you do need to answer is, how did you hear about the local quilt shop contest? And you've got 4 options there. Did you hear it through your favorite local quilt shop, i.e. us? Did you hear from a friend, or promotional through byannies.com, or promotional through one of the local quilt shop sponsors? Soon as you fill that out, guys, all you have to do is hit submit and you're good as gravy. You are done. So that is it. That is how simple it is to vote for your favorite local quilt shop. If you notice, I scrolled back up to the top. Here is that bar of options for the local quilt shop contest. I'm going to go over to leaderboard. So if you guys want to keep an eye out to see how your favorite local quilt shop is doing, notice it says 2026 competition leaderboards. And these are the overall leaderboards. And remember, there is different categories that one can win. Different countries, different regions, that type of thing. Right now, you will see that Serendipitous is at number 3. We have 702 votes, and the top person at number 1 is 751 votes. We're not that far away. And then if you would love to read, you can actually scroll right on over and it shows you all the information. But here are some of the answers to the questions. So this is Serendipitous right here, number 3. And if I click over here, I can pop this open and here is a special story someone wrote. I'm not going to read it all for you online, but these are everyone. So it'll go straight from one comment to the next comment. Absolutely love them. The first one will read real quick. It says, there are so many things, but recently a quilt I will be teaching was featured on the daily chat. I was able to share the link with family that live far away from me. They got to see my work and hear Lisa and Steve explain the quilt. It's just stuff like that, the little things that, maybe I take for granted, but hearing that it meant something to you guys is so amazing. So that's what I love about all of these stories that you guys put on here. So once again, it's not just about winning the titles, though it is fun to have bragging rights. It really is about your stories that you put in. So please share those with us. Absolutely appreciate it. So like I said, right now we are number 3. I don't know or remember where I can look on here to see the last date of vote. Let me go back to vote now and see if it's on here. Steve is whispering in my ear, February the 28th. So the last day of the month. So super fun about that. So excited to see how that turns out. We always are every year, for sure. But anyway, with that being said, guys, I appreciate all the votes, all the stories. Don't forget, you can go to byannie.com/vote, I think, or actually just byannies.com. It's on the home screen. There's a vote now blue button like I just showed you. A couple of reminders real quick. If you are one of the 2026 VIPs, I think there's an email going out today. Numerous of you guys asked about, was there a replay for our Monday Zoom? I think Steve is working on that. There's also going to be information in that email about our rescheduled fifth Saturday that we had to miss in January. I think it was January 31st. There was an ice storm or snow. I can't remember, but we did not get to celebrate you guys for that fifth Saturday for your discounts. That has been rescheduled. I don't remember the date on it, but I know it is coming up. I want to say it's not this Saturday, but it is next Saturday, February the 21st, but don't hold me to that. Steve will get that email out. And then next week, there'll be another email that goes out to you reminding you also about the fifth Saturday with your discount code that you would be able to use if you are not here local, but you still want to take advantage of the discount. Plus, I do know that weekend, I think, is Quilt Con. So I know a lot of you are traveling up to Raleigh, North Carolina for Quilt Con. I did see in the Citizens of Serendipitous Facebook page where some of you had chimed in, you're just going to meet up and ride together to go for a day. I think that is super awesome. That is what the Citizens of Serendipitous is about. The community is amazing, and you guys show it absolutely every day. And thank you so much for that, for sure. With that being said, the last things that I can think of to remind you on is if you are wanting to get in on that 3-day education event for Handy Quilter, please go ahead and shoot me a message or give me a call here at Serendipitous. The phone number is 803-366-1100. And my email is lisarenee@lisareneeinc.com. I'm sure Steve will post links in the comments below for the biennies so you guys can vote. If there's anything we can do to assist you guys, please let us know. That's it for me this morning. This is Lisa at Serendipitous, where unexpected happiness is found in every stitch. Be blessed, guys.